Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Chiang Mai in Thailand, another province of Thailand. And we're going to do another next time. Chiang Rai is just next door. I really should have included it in this video because these histories are very similar, but I got really sick this past weekend, and doing 3 Ukrainian oblasts, an English county, and an Indian state all at once was a lot. So I was like, Chiang Rai, you're going to have to wait till next week. We're going to talk about Chiang Mai tonight. Chiang Mai is this city right here. It's the largest city in northern Thailand, and it's the largest province in Thailand. I tried to roughly draw the borders here. Sort of kind of looks like that. This province is incredibly mountainous. It's one of its many nicknames is the Land of Misty Mountains. And the most famous is right here. It is Doi Inthanon. And it's very famous because it is the highest point in Thailand. It's as high up as you can go in the entire country of Thailand. This province shares a border with Myanmar, which is very important to its history. You can see it says the Tanin Range comes through there, creating so many beautiful national parks you can see around there. That's pretty much it for geography, I should say. We'll, of course, look at all these beautiful areas on Google Earth. But let's talk about the history here. This will be the history in a nutshell. To summarize, I'm not going to go into too many extreme details. So if you are watching this and you know more about the history, or you're Thai and are just an expert in this kind of thing, just drop it in the comments. I would appreciate that very, very much. Significant history would have began here in around the 1200s with the establishment of the Lan Na Kingdom, which we'll talk more about when we hop over to Chiang Rai next week. From what I can tell, it was founded over here. But the royal family would hop over here to vacation as a summer home and would establish a royal residence here in 1292. In 1296, the king officially made it a city, and they planned out a perfectly square little city there, which we'll look at on Google Earth. It's really neat to see just this huge square city. So cool. The Lan Na Empire, Kingdom, etc. would rule this area until 1556, when the Taungoo from Burma invaded and subjugated the kingdom here. It still existed, but it was controlled over here in Burma. In 1774, King Taksin, which we just talked about when we were down there in not Cha Chuang Sao, in Chanthaburi. Too many provinces of Thailand that start with CHA to keep track of. In Chanthaburi, King Taksin the Great helped push the Burmese out of this area, and he would incorporate it into his kingdom of Thonburi. It would have relative autonomy until about the end of the 1800s, when King Rama V officially incorporated it into his kingdom of Siam, which would eventually be renamed Thailand, making it part of Thailand today. So that is the in a nutshell history of Chiang Mai province. I know it's short and brief, but I don't know if it's a place that I can summarize like that. I'll take it. It's pretty basic history, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a lot to see. Oh boy, there is a ton to see here. Gosh, I'm gonna have to pick and choose which beautiful slideshows to show you because there's just too many. As always, I'd highly encourage you to explore this area for yourself on Google Earth. Oh, you know what I will mention, though? I was just reading a news article. It was just Songkran. Songkran will be wrapping up when this video is posted. I think it's ending as I'm filming this. Songkran is the big New Year's festival here in Thailand. It's a big water festival. And apparently a lot of people like to come here to throw water on each other and tour the historical sites and the mountains and all of that. But there is an issue right now in that Chiang Mai is apparently dealing with a lot of pollution and smog, and that it's one of the more polluted cities in the world. I assume with all of these mountains around, the air just gets trapped here, and all of the cars and such create all this smog. And right now there are wildfires nearby, making the sky even worse. So it was an article about how people are coming here for Songkran, but the air quality is horrid. They climb up the mountain here. We'll look at Doi Sutapui over here. Very famous site here. People are coming up here to see the temple and the views, and you literally cannot see the city for all of the smoke and smog. Gosh, it sounds horrible. I'm from California. We deal with that every summer in California, and it's absolutely unbearable. I can relate. It is miserable to deal with wildfire smoke, not to mention the horrible smog. I've been in LA when it was in its smog era. It was miserable. So that is all I have for you in Chiang Mai. So let me go grab my tablet and we will explore this beautiful province on Google Earth. Let's go. All right, here we are in Chiang Mai province. For whatever reason, Google doesn't want to highlight the borders. So just take my word for it, we're right here. But let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. Here is beautiful Thailand, the elephant-shaped country, long trunk, big ear, big head of the elephant. Thailand is in Southeast Asia, bordering Myanmar, which used to be known as Burma, which we mentioned in history. It's now Myanmar. Also bordered by Laos and Cambodia, and a little border with Malaysia down here on the peninsula. Yeah, that is where Thailand is located. Let's head over to Chiang Mai. Let's start in the city of Chiang Mai. You gotta see this square. Look at this. This is the old town. Can you see? How incredible is that? Perfectly square city. So neat. This is the oldest Wat in the city, Wat Chiang Mai. It's beautiful as every Wat is, but this is my favorite. This big elephant pillar here. I love that. I love that each elephant is a little unique. It's so neat. If you don't know me, I love elephants. We're going to look at some elephants in a minute. Elephants are my favorite. Big Nagas here guarding this temple here. Lovely golden Buddha. Beautiful elephants here. That looks like King Toxin right there. Is that King Toxin? No, that's not. He's not. Is it? I can't tell. That's definitely someone important. But yeah, this was built in the 1300s originally. You can see the gates surrounding the old town here. There's a big night market here. The Three Kings Monument, which I didn't research. I assume that they are kings of Lana. I don't think they're any of the Ramas. There they are. And yeah, there's all kinds of Wats and such around here. Pretty neat place. I was watching some tourist videos of people exploring the old town here, and it just seems very quaint, and the food looks amazing. But by far the most famous place, actually the Silver Temple's pretty cool too. Wow, it's all silver. Silver. Silver Temple. That's so cool. Gorgeous. You don't see, it's always gold. You never see silver. But by far the most famous spot is up here at this Wat. It is famous for pilgrimages and stuff. This is the Wat that I was telling you about that people would hike up to, or I guess drive up to, and see the views of the city below. Like this. Sadly, apparently you can't see any of this currently. How sad is that? But you have a big staircase leading up to this big, very gold stupa up here. And these beautiful temples. Look at these pillars, how intricate. That is stunning. And this is probably the most, definitely the most visited Wat in Chiang Mai, for sure. Looks like they've got a little railway to get you up to if you can't do the stairs, which is very kind. Not everyone can do stairs. At least that many stairs. They've got an emerald Buddha, too, just like in Bangkok. Wow. Very cool. I love that color green, that deep, deep green. And then up here's the national park for this area of the temple. You can see all of the beautiful wooded areas around. But, oh, Google Earth is crashing. 1 second. It's mostly just pictures of the wilderness, which we're about to see a lot of wilderness pictures. So we'll skip that for now as Google Earth reloads. Reloading Google Earth. 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. I promised you elephants. Up here, so up here is the Elephant Nature Park. As you know, as you may know, elephants aren't always treated very kindly in Thailand in the tourist industry. People ride them, they bathe with them, they make the elephants paint, and so on and so forth. This is a place where elephants that have been mistreated like that can come and just be elephants running around. Some oxen or buffalo there too. So, oh, sweet. So they're not forced to do any activities. They're just eating bananas by the bunch. Spot the difference. You can learn about the different elephants. And just let them be. Let them splash around. Elephants love swimming. Did you know elephants can swim? They got cats too. Yeah, I don't know if you can ride them. I don't think that's the right picture. You can give them some snackies. But yeah, isn't that nice? This is a very safe place to visit elephants here. There's some down here that are not. There's a tiger place down here too where you can tell the tigers are definitely like drugged and forced to take pictures with people like laying on them. It's awful. Be careful when visiting animal places in Thailand. They're not always ethical. But that aside, let's check out Sri Lanka National Park. Of course, named after the Lanka Kingdom. We can see lots of beautiful temples and buildings from their time. Look how pretty. Look how gorgeous the black and white with the gold on top. Very fashionable. You can see the beautiful lakes here and sunsets over the lakes. Temples and cave temples as well. That's pretty cool. The land of misty mountains. We also have, we're going to save that one for last. We have this national park, Opluang, I think. Look how cool that is. Imagine rafting through that. That would feel so perilous. And there's a little rope bridge on the top. Ooh, but that's a neat little canyon there. And beautiful waterfalls. Very cool. It's all, ooh, land of prehistoric humans. Makes sense. All the caves and such. Let's find some actual pictures here instead of just signs. Let's see what this is. I don't know. It's in Thai. Wow. Now that's a view. All these pictures of signs. I want to see this. Look how stunning that view is. We have a lot more. There's a research station there. Why is nothing popping up? Did we look at this? I don't think so. Wildlife sanctuary. We definitely did not look at that misty mountain. That is beautiful. Look at these. Wow, wow, wow. Those are some shapes, aren't they? That's pretty incredible. Beautiful forests. Terrifying caves. Look at that jacket. Mountain range there. Looks like the knuckles in Sri Lanka. Beautiful temple there. And camping places here. Imagine waking up to that view in your tent. Amazing. Oh, this is a cave temple. That is so neat. Beautiful orchids there. And nice hearty meal with this view. Oh, that is beautiful. Watching the sunrise and set on those mountains must be amazing. What a place to eat, my goodness. That's pretty great. We've got more up here. Right? Yes. There are so many national parks in this province. But you can see why it is unspoiled beauty, isn't it? With the various stupa and naga, dragon, snake creature here and there. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. Look at the oranges? Question mark. Looks like oranges. It is beautiful here. Look at this blossoming tree. It's almost Bob Rossian, isn't it? Oh, big, looks like a geyser, but I'm not sure. Do they have geysers in Thailand? I don't think so. Interesting. Big mountaineer, that's a nice slideshow too, but like I said, I'm going to save some of them for you to explore. Let's see this one. You can see all the different viewpoints and even more national parks. We've got waterfalls here. Look at the she's having a good time. He's having a great time floating in the water. There are some amazing things to see here. There's another one. National parks, we could just throw a rock and hit a national park here in Chiang Mai. It's just how it is. There's no end. It's nature lovers' paradise here. If you're a hiker, this is where you come to Thailand. If you're not a beach person and you want to visit Thailand, you come here to Chiang Mai. But let's see the granddaddy of them all, Doi Intanon. Which, if I put it in 3D, you can see this big old mountain here, Doi Intanon. But the very top is this huge temple complex, and it is too beautiful. It is gorgeous. Got beautiful gardens all around. Look, the highest spot in Thailand. And it is a temple complex. You can see this big view of all of Thailand. The highest point you can possibly go in the country. Of course, there's a lovely Buddha at the top. Look at the fountain. They've made it into a little paradise up here. I think if I do this slideshow, the first picture looks fake. This is the temple. Like, no way. I saw this and went, that picture is not real. That's computer generated or that's AI. And then I saw the top of Doi Intanon and went, oh, no, that's just what it looks like. It's just a very heavily filtered picture of this gorgeous temple on top of Doi Intanon. Let's just look at the national park slideshow while I end this video. Oh, I could have shown you this one. See, now that looks AI to me. Maybe they used AI to clean up this picture. 2019, they did not. It didn't exist back in 2019. This is a real photo. It's got to be filtered. That can't be. That's amazing. So pretty up here. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this style of content, please consider subscribing. Like I said, we're hopping over to Chiang Rai. We'll talk more about the Lan Na Kingdom in a lot more detail and see even more national parks and beautiful sights. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational, and I hope that you have a good